Hey, it's Tim Reha live in studio. I'm going to do a really quick one-take cut to show you what I have set up this week, to show you all of my tools that I use for content production, syndication, buzz generation, press, media, search engine optimization, you name it, everything completely integrated. So here's basically set up tabs on my dashboard. So I have like a search for me, and the end goal is what I'm trying to do is to create content that ranks in the search engines, not drives business, right? So if you type in my name, I've optimized my name, and you can see all the photos, different social media channels, videos, and the goal really is to dominate all news. I've got a couple articles. I usually do them for everybody else but myself. Images and videos, right? And you'll see how that links back to my page, so I could be driving traffic. Here's some virtual production work I did last year, bringing Wacom into Hollywood for virtual production studios and creating some new ways to use multi-touch control using TouchOSC to control Unreal Engine and different apps like Blender for on-set virtual production. I've also worked as a professional event producer, from small events to the largest event in the world, the Consumer Electronics Show. Backgrounds working at, back in 95, 96, working in the World Advertising Congress with the International Advertising Association in Korea, and brought the internet into a subject for the ad world back when I was just out of college, all the way to working with Steve Case and our friends at IDG Media Group, which was Start America Partnership, was an initiative out of the White House to create jobs under the Obama era. To my own show at the Consumer Electronics Show, and brought in this small crack team to take these concepts, what I called real-time events from back at TEDx Seattle, to dominate the largest event in the world and create and propel the digital health category, which was new, to #1 overall at the Consumer Electronics Show, and became a top 50 influencer. So I build studios and I build fully integrated strategies and technologies, and integrate everything together. So this is a look. The end result is really content that's going to dominate and showcase people's personal brands and business brands. Hey, Michael, this is our friends from AMD at NAB, National Association of Broadcasters. And then generate buzz with content that I push out into different social media channels like LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. And then run analytics across everything so we can basically see what is clicking and winning. Live streaming with Call of Duty Endowment Fund to raise $200,000, 3-day nonstop global event around the world, to teaming again up with Steve and Scott Case and creating Star America Partnerships, digital strategy and content studios for events, and then a customized dashboard. Here's demo in Seattle where we would team up with different products. This is the first Mondo Pad. It's a multi-touch telepresence computer, and created these cool hubs. And so you can see I've kind of been around the block, from South by Southwest, demo, Mega Startup Weekend, feature and review, exponential medicine, exponential finance, and a fair amount of different events, as you can see here. I also work with press and media. It's a how do you get your brand, press and media, and I basically am press and media because I create my own shows. And here's with Mike Seymour at Effects Guide, beaming him in remotely to vMix with a friend that helped produce this system. There's Audi. And we basically created a live stage studio at the event, but also had a remote show host from Australia, as well as remote guests beaming in from LA, NAB, CES, And then also work in new ways to create spatial audio tied with spatial experiences. So volumetric content, new light field screens that are coming out, 3D tablets, etc. And there's some of the brands and different partners and clients I've worked with. So on the front end, you're seeing all the content development. On the back end, we basically want to see analytics across all the different content types and see what's working, and real-time analytics. So here's me at my own page to creating content and pushing it out on LinkedIn and using kind of this community approach where we have created cool content that resonates with my friends and partners. And so here's a quick video I did on the new Birddog complex. It's basically a video wall, which is really cool. Then what I do is go down and I got about 1,700 impressions here, and I can have good conversations with people who are tuning in. I can go in and see who is engaged with the content, and I can connect with them, and I can also see what other mutual connections we have, right? And then I can go to here and go and view the analytics and see where the content resonated around the world from different types of reactions, right? Here's all the reactions. Here are comments. Reposts. So I got some shares, some viral spread. And then here's the different types of metrics I have. There's views, 429 actual video views, 1,716 impressions, et cetera, different types of job titles, locations, LA to Melbourne, Australia, global audience, and the different types of companies that are tuning in, from Amazon to NVIDIA, HoloPlots in Germany, spatial audio company. Also set up full digital operations for social media, so I can go in and get really granular and see what's going on in my own hometown of Durango, Colorado, and then put together all these different types of lists. Here's my buddy, Robert Scoble, who puts together all these really cool Twitter lists, and I can build this out and go, okay, cool, let's see what's going on with the AI creators or ChatGPT, and build out these basically full Tweetdeck dashboards. And then look at going into analytics and seeing what content's working, what has buzz. Instagram, you can basically see my Birddog camera stuff set up here with NDI on an iPad. Then I also create communities. So content community commerce. And here's a community I built with our friends at NVIDIA for the Omniverse software that's really blown up in the last, gosh, you guys have been doing a great job with NVIDIA. You're seeing AI integration into real-time collaboration and integration of apps. So Omniverse allows you to connect Blender to Unreal Engine to Adobe products, and then have distributed teams work on the same set and same scene in real time. And now sidecar in and have AI, artificial intelligence, integrated in with NVIDIA Omniverse, which is here, ChatGPT, so you can literally talk to an AI and have it build out content and also search your whole database of 3D assets. So I'm going to give these guys some likes. And I have all kinds of different tools, like here I can go into analytics, I can look at posts, comments, reactions, I can see everything here, and download these analytics and see what's resonating with my audience. So here's some different content that has good engagement. So that really allows me to understand what's working, what's resonating, and what drives people. And so that's a good demo there. Now I'm going to go into some back-end systems that I build out. So this is Airtable, and let me launch Airtable here. So I build basically custom digital war rooms and then integrate all these different pieces of software together, and then invite distributed teams from around the world to be working in parallel in synergy together. So I'll set up events, schedules, internal schedules, contacts, content to share, and all kinds of different tabs I can basically build out. And then I wire in literally like automation. So photos are streaming in from Google Photos, from my photography teams, and then anybody on the team or our partners, distributed partners, can grab content. And so here's Slack, and what I can do is basically build, again, I build different categories. And if I want to drop a photo into the photo pool, I can just go over here and share that photo. Now everybody on the team who's tuning into the photo pool can grab content. I could have social media posts that I want to share. There's LinkedIn. Go back to here, and I can paste that in. And then my team's already waiting for this post to be ready to go live. And then they're instructed to comment, share, like, and that adds more buzz and creates a network effect, viral media. And so that's cool. So that's Slack and Airtable. So here is Davinci Resolve, and I set up and build basically full branding. So here's their intros that I build up. Custom music, graphics. Here's some lower thirds coming in. Their branding. We set up lights, camera action, and basically build, edit, and create custom programming. All right, cool. So here's my Discord set up, and here's the official Omniverse Creators Group. I actually helped set this up really early, and then Edmar took it over. And so you can basically see how this is all set up with all their different events, tweets, different channels. And so it's all about content, community, and commerce. And so your community, you want to have software that runs your community. And so Discord's a really good one for that. And then you can get really granular and push content, have questions, and interact with your fans. And now we even integrate ChatGPT 3, 4 versions and AI into all these different applications. So here is a generative art program called Midjourney. And these are just prompts, like text prompts, in creating these great types of art, which then I could literally go in and beam into my background. So say I wanted to go in and grab that. There we go. Nice. So I'm basically building what's called a generative art department for companies and brands integrated with NVIDIA Omniverse, which allows us basically to have a completely distributed team to work across all these different types of applications, and then have a sidecar of ChatGPT 3 and from OpenAI, GPT-4, soon to be 5, integrated in to work really quick and efficiently, as well as what's called a generative art department, which I'm going to be rolling out this season. So have an NVIDIA AMD Silverdraft supercomputer that I can run resident AI art. So here's back to Discord. And this is the Midjourney Discord going over AI art. So it's really cool with the AI art world. It's controversial, but it's also very powerful and something you really can't ignore right now. And it's scaling very quickly. So here's just some examples of other people's artwork. And really, the wave of the future is the integration of content with artificial intelligence, generative AI, artwork, neural radiance fields, which are basically a way to create a volume through a bunch of photos. I can go to OBS Studio, and you can basically see OBS Studio and how I have it set up here. And then I have, if I go back to here, I just custom wired up Stream Deck and a control OBS so I can switch between different scenes. Here's my iPhone. Here's another camera. That's the Birddog. Here is another scene. What else is really cool is I can mix content from any device, from my mobile device. I can beam in laptops across the network. So I'm actually, just through wireless, I'm beaming in Modulate. That video is actually beaming in through the network over Wi-Fi into OBS Studio, and then here's Ableton Live. And so I can remix and jam all on the fly and integrate all these programs together. Plus, I have more beats over here. And I can basically switch back to Ableton Live, make custom music, and then drop them back into my Rodecaster Pro. And so I literally build up brands from the whole thing. Motion graphics, actual graphics for your brand, music, full shows, full TV shows, live interview studios, custom content, and then mix it all together. My background is a DJ and a VJ back in college, and so I put myself through college with also some family support. And so what I learned to do is both audio and visuals at the same time. And so here's Modulate running on my Mac, Ableton Live running on the PC, on the other Mac, actually the other Mac. I've got a Silverdraft supercomputer below with AMD Threadripper Pro, NVIDIA cards, and a whole bunch of other gear. So let me cut over to the box cam, and you can basically see the different cameras. I've got another way to turn a cell phone into a camera. That's cool. And then you can see I have this rigged up so I can basically have a mic. I got a green screen, lights, right? Another camera. This is the 4K, and that's an iPad running an NDI from Sienna software, which allows me to basically beam the output of my studio here into here so I can talk and see what I'm doing. What else is in here? So we've got a Cintiq 32 from Wacom. I've got an Akai APC Mini, which I'm going to set up. I got a Stream Deck. I've got two 4K monitors, Lumix GH5. I got an array of NANLITEs. There's another one over there. I've got a Cintiq 16, which I'm using to control that camera over there, and some presets, so you can basically see me switch over to the 4K cam, and then I can use the tablet pen and go down to here's preset 1, here's 2, here's 3, and zoom in, and now you can see I basically have this different control. Ooh. And then I can go back to 2. Resolume. And so this allows me to remix content across all types of different inputs. There's the brand right there. And so I can go in and mix and then crossfade between this content. Add some sparkles. And you can also see I'm spanning across both the screens. This can actually projection map a skyscraper building if you have a big enough projector, stadiums, live events, VJ remixing, you name it. So thanks for tuning in. This is Techno Tim in Durango, Colorado. Want to give everybody a shout out. Thanks for tuning in, and make some stuff. Create some content, and give me a call. Give me a buzz if you need some help. I'm available. I'm actually looking to embed myself in with another company for a longer term project where I could take all of this technology in 40 years of experience into your company. So hit me up and let me know how you're what kind of needs you have. And thanks for tuning in. Tim Reha signing off from Durango.